Everyone, Allison Kinnear here, voice of her own. I'm coming to you unplanned. I'm coming to you raw without makeup on. I'm coming to you today because I wanted to, my community, I wanted to talk about calm, finding calm in the chaos. My community, schools are shut down for at least 6 weeks. You might be experiencing that too, or something similar. And I was saying I already know what I want to talk about next Wednesday, but then I realized, you know what? I don't want to wait until next Wednesday. I want to talk about this now because we are all, as Richard, my mentor and the founder of Seattle Life Coach Training, he talks about how we are all fog walkers, that we in life, particularly in entrepreneurship or any other times. Hi, Deborah. Hello. That we are walking through the fog of life. And sometimes the fog clears and we can see where our next path should be. And sometimes it just remains foggy. Hi, Allie. Oh, good. Thank you. Thanks for commenting. Glad you're here. So what this means is that we as a society, we as a globe are collectively walking in the fog. We're walking into a lot of unknowns. And unknowns are not always inherently bad, but they are unknown. And so it's hard to know how to prepare. And I was talking to my neighbors across the street, and they have little ones, and their daughter, who's in kindergarten, handed me this. And she never really, I mean, she talks to me and she'll say things, but she's never really quite given me something. But she gave me this like homework assignment thing from kindergarten. And what it is, you punch holes in this. And so it looks like an opaque piece of paper, right? Like you can't see anything. But she told me, she said, if you hold it up to the light, you can see. And I'm going to just turn it here and you can see the light coming through. This is when I think, these are times that when we're walking through the fog, when we're walking through the unknown, that we sometimes get messages. And to me, this was a message around, you can always find light in the darkness. You can always find light in the darkness. That's what that felt like to me. And so I wanted to share that because we can always find light in the darkness. And hello, Sarah. Thanks for being here. We got people all over the country tuning in. I also wanted to tell you what I'm doing myself and what I'm doing for my family at this time as we all prepare to cocoon together for 6 weeks. One of the first things that I'm doing is taking a breath, and I actually wanted to walk you through this. I do this with my clients. Hello, Charles. Excellent. People are popping on. I wanted to walk you through this. So I'm not going to acknowledge anyone for a moment. I want to just invite you to uncross your legs, uncross your arms. You can just hear the sound of my voice. I invite you to close your eyes if you are willing or if you can, whether you're watching this live or on the replay. And I want you to first just notice your body connected to the chair, to the earth, to whatever you're sitting on or standing on. And just feel that connection. And I invite you to take 3 deep breaths in and out. And now take a moment to feel into your body. Hopefully you're feeling a little more calm, a little more relaxed. You can also use a visualization. You can breathe in your patience. You can breathe out your worry. You can breathe in your faith. You can breathe out your fear. So you can do a little visualization. You can open your eyes and come back, or you're welcome to stay in that meditative state. Research talks about, I just was listening to NPR and they were talking about, they had a psychologist on who said, this is a prime situation to raise people's anxieties and depression and things like that. But there are things that can be done. And one of the best things, and research proves it, is to take a moment, feel into your body, feel yourself connected to the earth. Remind yourself you are not your racing thoughts. you are actually in your body, and to take some breaths into that. This is how I start every one of my sessions. This is how I start my group calls. This is because we have to get grounded. And one of the things I say is let the past remain in the past and let the future remain in the future, and create sacred space for now. So we did this at dinner tonight. My kids totally laughed and thought it was hilarious, and were not really into it, but my husband and I were. And we talked about, and then we went around the table and talked about what we were grateful for. In times of hardship, in times of great fear, in times of great struggle, in times of great worry, it is important that we connect to our breath and remember what we're grateful for. And so I encourage that as a practice. And the other thing that I want to just offer is I cried today. And I can, just naming that, I can feel my tears come up. And I didn't cry in the racing thoughts, oh, everything's going to fall apart way. I just cried for the overwhelm. I cried for the emotion. I cried for the fear. I cried for the sadness. I cried for the unknown. And so I encourage you, if you feel that overwhelm of tears, not to shove it down, but to allow it. A lot of people are stocking up on booze right now and alcohol, and that's fine. I have no problem with that. I would encourage you though to ask yourself, am I drinking because it feels too much to be in my body right now? And if so, then perhaps you can be in your body, have a good cry or whatever you need, and then have your glass of wine. Because any tool is a weapon depending on how we hold it. So breathe, practice gratitude, and allow that emotion to come. What's interesting is a couple of months ago, I was like, I'm going to start a course, and it is going to be called Calm in the Chaos. And then I switched and I was like, no, we're going to do the Courageous Leadership course. Like that feels more right. But now I'm realizing I think I need to do both. And I want to do both, because I don't want people to be at home in the pressure cooker of their kids and their relationships and their isolation and not have an outlet and not have a path. So I say that to hold myself accountable, and I say that to offer hope for all of you, that if you're looking for a place that's not fear mongering, and you're looking for a place that can offer tools, because let me tell you, I may not have a lot of hand sanitizer in my house, but I have a lot of tools to help find calm in the chaos of life. That is one thing I've got stockpiled high in my brain and in my teaching. So if that's something you're interested in, oh, I'm going to have a little surprise guest here. If that's something, there's my daughter. If that's something that you're interested in, let me know, because I want to share that. Oh, and my son. Do you guys want to say hi?
Hi.
This is gonna be life, right? We gotta work from home, and we got kiddos here. So anyway, thank you. I will see you next week. How do you get in? You want to get in? You're a little short. All right. Photo bomb. Work bombed. All right. I'll leave you with that, because clearly I've got to go have movie night, and I'll see you next week. Bye.